Why would you be so brave to come on a podcast, with myself, who's an anti-psychiatry, anti-science conspiracy theorist?
Well, I think
As a
I
psychiatrist
recognize.
yourself.
Right, right. I think I recognize, and I think you do too, even though you're throwing some sarcasm at me, that there's this pendulum between biologic psychiatry where every human condition is pathologized and broken down into this simple, oh, there's some biological issue that's wrong with you, and we need to give you something to affect your biology medication wise.
I would argue that in the United States, the Western medicine's approach to schizophrenia, our outcomes are not any better, or in some cases worse, than less developed countries around the world. So there's ways that we think about it, and there's ways that we treat it, and we assume it is the pinnacle of scientific evidence. Does that sound like an anti-psychiatry or extremist viewpoint?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think if you look at something like Finland's open dialogue program, where they try to reach out to people who are under the influence of some sort of psychosis, you see rates of medication that are much lower than what we have in the United States, where, I would say, to not be one of the, extremists, I would say 90 to 95% of the time, the answer is medication in America. And I know some people would probably say 100%, but there are some good, conscientious folks out there. But in their open dialogue program, I believe their percentages of using antipsychotic medication, and not necessarily in perpetuity, we're somewhere around like 30%. But I think that gives us a little bit of a window into understanding maybe to what degree we are over medicating